how we do. Return to the noise is how we do. How we do. You know it's how we do.
Hi everybody, this is Chris from the Crown Peach Show, and I'm excited to be in San Bernardino with Boxing Team Martinez. And with me I have Pops. That's what they call you, right?
They call me Pops, yeah.
Pops, what do you want me to call you?
Whatever's comfortable,
Alex,
but Alex
the man,
Martinez.
the boss.
The man, the myth, the legend.
The leader of the ship, right? Yeah. So if shit goes bad, it's all on you, right?
I know, right? So...
Well, yeah, thank you guys for having us here in your training facility, which is in your garage, correct?
Yes, this is our home garage.
I love it. You can't tell that it's a garage. I was creeping on your pages and I was like zooming in and stuff, and I was like, "Where's the garage door?"
Yeah. No, we converted our garage into our home private gym. You know, because traveling everywhere else is a mission, you know?
Yeah, we keep it all in-house. It's great. It's got a full-on ring behind us here,
yeah,
which our producer Ryan's going to step in just a little bit.
Uh-oh.
That's what he gets for sassing back.
Yeah.
So a couple questions for you. Why boxing?
Why boxing? You know what? The boxing is like, man, yeah, like, it's a big story. I mean, I don't know if we have time to do it right now, but like, you know, yeah, boxing is like...
Because it started with you, correct? You boxed back in the day, right?
I boxed. You know, I used it after the death of my father. You know, it's like I was always, you know, the smallest guy in the family or out of our group. You know, and you know, yeah, you gotta work at being ready. You know what they say in the streets, right?
Yes. Stay ready.
Stay ready. You know, so it's like, man, it's like as the smallest one, and you always gotta be, you know, you gotta. Either you're gonna be bullied or you're gonna be, you know, ready to defend yourself.
Yeah.
You know. So,
speaking of bullies, what is your stance on like bullying? What did you teach your boys in school? Like if they were bullied at all?
You know what? They never really told me they had issues until after, you know, maybe years after high school, like or junior high, like. Oh yeah, I was bullied, you know. I was like, what? How come you never mentioned it or something, you know?
Yeah.
So that's a good topic that, you know, there's a lot of kids nowadays that need to be verbal. You know, don't be scared to talk to your parent or to your teacher, you know, someone you could confide in, you know?
Yeah, for
because
sure.
Because a lot of kids are being bullied nowadays, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot more bullies nowadays.
Yeah.
I raised boys and I always taught my boys, use your words first. You know, tell the teacher first. But sometimes, I'm a true believer because I lived it. The bully needs to be popped in the mouth sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, a couple times I told my boys, fight back. And you never know, that guy might end up being your best friend. And that's exactly what happened. You stand up for yourself. Then they realize, oh, shit, I can't push this one around. You know what I mean?
No, you're right.
Yeah.
The bullying, is very critical nationwide, you know. I mean, it's not just in schools. It could be in work, you know.
At home, too.
At home, yeah. You know, so.
So who are you afraid at home?
I know, right? Lady boss, where's she at?
Who's the one that really runs the ship around here?
Yeah, I just put up the front, you know, but there's always someone behind that's always like looking over, you know.
Making sure that everything's ran correctly, right?
Yes.
I used to talk a lot of crap and say that, your dad's the head, but I'm the neck. So
That's right.
I'll turn that head any which way I want.
That's right.
There's always got to be someone that's holding you accountable. So having this like a team, family, organization, who holds you accountable? You
know, I try to myself hold myself accountable, but yeah, my wife, you know, whenever I'm doing something wrong, she'll like get my attention, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, it keeps me in line, you know, and like I said, I know right from wrong, or if I'm stepping my boundaries and stuff like that, because we are in the entertainment world, and we can't be ordinary, especially in the entertainment world, because you know in entertainment you got to be doing the next.
Yeah, you got to be the opposite of boring, right?
Yeah, correct.
Being in the entertainment world, has that ever affected you at home, like in your marriage, being in this atmosphere?
You know, in the beginning and with the amateurs, it's about promoting your team, yourself, my boys in this case. Like, you know, we were out of the ordinary in the boxing world. Like, we would go to the car shows, you know, take pictures with the lowriders, you know, with the models, you know, the famous models, and like my wife would be like, hey, you guys are taking too many pictures with the models.
You're standing a little too close to that model.
You're standing too close to that model, you know?
Yeah.
Or why is she touching you like that or holding you like that? You know?
Why is she acting like she knows you, huh?
Yeah, she knows you.
You better be
she
careful.
knows your name too good.
So have you and the honey ever hopped in the ring with some gloves on?
You know what? We haven't.
You haven't?
That's a good one, though.
Yeah.
You probably have to see that.
You're welcome. I would love to come and film that here.
Yeah,
but let's wait until she's really mad at you about something.
Yeah, she probably let off a lot of steam for sure.
Yeah,
That's
I'll definitely come and train with her.
I'm gonna tell you right now, when we were dating, she tried to stab me. So
Oh shit!
yeah, that's
Dating, and you still married her.
yes.
Okay.
You know what?
Because crazy is good sometimes.
Yeah. Back then, I never knew about the word toxica,
Oh
toxic.
yeah,
Now,
I just learned about that recently.
right?
Yeah.
I heard that recently. I was like, toxic, toxico. I was
Toxic.
like,
I think that means that she might stab you.
Yeah.
Whether you're awake or not.
yeah, no, that was crazy.
Yeah. So when did you know? So you boxed. How professionally did you go with your boxing?
Yeah, I turned professional. In the sport of boxing, you need actually a solid team. From like the office, to your management, to your fitness training.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes behind a professional boxer, And like I said, I did it for, the reason like to be to get my mind off my death of my father and like. I was always in the streets, with my neighborhood stuff, but my father was always on me to be like, oh, I hate cholos, I hate gangsters, and this and that. And it's like, man, out of respect for him, I was like, when he passed, I was like, man, like, I stayed home more, and like I said, the boxing bag. Years later, I never knew the boxing bag was there. Like I was always on the street, but my dad had it there. He had bought it there, and a weight set. So yeah, that was like my sanctuary or my. I never really.
It sounds kind of like your grieving process. You know what I mean? That you gravitated towards that he had there for you. When did you know that your boys wanted to pursue boxing?
That's a good question too. Like you have good questions.
Thank you. I try.
Yeah, you know what? Like I said, like every parent's probably not gonna want to push their kids into boxing because it is a dangerous sport. Whether it be amateurs or the professionals, you do get hit in the head, So it's like, it's a dangerous sport. There's been deaths in the world of boxing. So why would we want to push our kids into boxing? Is a great question because death.
Yeah. It is a dangerous sport. It is for sure.
Yeah.
But it's better than the alternative, them running the streets.
Correct. And that's where I was going with. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what? It's like when we're on the streets, like I was talking to Biggie right now, I was like, man, like how we were in the streets and we would give take a bullet for our homeboy or I'll die for my hood today, the pride and the sense of everything, But it's like
so now it seems like your pride has transferred to your team, Martinez Boxing Team. But when did you know, like, oh shit, my boys are good at this? Let me back them up and push them towards this sport.
Well, my boys are pretty athletic. They've enjoyed baseball. They enjoyed the baseball in the from T-ball. Like I always know, like Alex and Jose and John, they love sports. So, and my wife would always say like, oh, you weren't there for them when they were born,
Yeah.
Which I was like, what do you mean I wasn't? But yeah, like parents got to be there, changing the Pampers, the bottles.
Present. Yeah. A lot of parents nowadays, they might physically be there, but they're not present there. They're on their phones. You know what I mean? So it is important, especially when you're raising boys. Because you're raising men. You're not just raising a T-ball boy. Like you're raising the next generation of you. They're gonna carry on your name. So when did they put on their first set of gloves?
I know. So I remember a video that I seen recently, and they didn't put on a set of gloves, but I remember them at like Alex was like at 6 when and Jose was like 2 years. Jose's like a couple years younger, but I remember them shadow boxing with mom. Mom was like 1 2 1 2. So yeah, basically at 6 and like 4 years old, like even like right now our grandson right now, he's like a year and a half, and he's already coming out here, and he's hitting the bags. He loves to be in the gym with us.
He's imitating what he sees.
Yes.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That is.
That is a legacy. That is something you want them to imitate. What inspired you to make a team out of it and start training other people?
The training for everybody has been recent. Because, boxing is a year-round, like, you got to stay ready.
Yeah, there's no days off.
Yeah, there's no days off. Like, today's Sunday, so we had a great workout. We have a new amateur fighter that's joined our team. Actually, 2 of them. So, he wants to go pro, so, which his name is Raymond. And we got EJ that's out here. He's an amateur, too. That he's, He hasn't sparred yet, but we're actually looking for some sparring for him.
Okay.
And
So when they come to you and they say, I want to go pro, what is your checklist to decide if you're going to help them get to that level?
yeah,
What do you have to see in them?
you know what? Yeah, I got to see the drive and the ability. I mean, yeah, you could come in and be like, I want to go pro, and then be like, okay, let's, not say let's see what you got, but
Yeah.
first thing, let's train. And then, like I remember him coming and saying like, I didn't get the proper training at this other gym, and not to take it away from other gyms,
Yeah.
but when you go to a gym when you have like 20, 30 people, you're not going to get the personal training that you get here or in a personal private.
That's what I've noticed on your videos, 'cause I did a little bit of stalking. There's a lot of one-on-one. You give whoever's in the ring with you, you give them your attention. Even your grandson, I think I've seen some videos.
Yeah.
You're on the couch and you're giving him one-on-one attention. That's what makes you guys different than other training facilities, because you're right. It's like 10 to 1 trainer. You
Yeah.
know? By that point, they might as well just be like a kickboxing studio.
Yeah, no, but yeah, like I said, not to take anything away from any gyms out there. As long as they have a good training program, where like they're not just telling, okay, go hit that bag.
Yes.
It has to be like every one of these bags has a special meaning for it, or a special punch that you might want to work with.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that goes behind of a good gym.
Well, in the second half of this interview, you're going to see Pops here show me a couple techniques. And
I'm
also,
looking forward to
producer
it.
Ryan's going to take a nice soft punch to the gut.
Man.
Make him think twice about talking crap. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. No, he's good.
He's thinking about going pro.
No, he's going to professionally take a punch for the camera.
Yeah.
So what's next for Martinez Boxing?
We're thankful that you came today for our interview. The peach show, the crown
The
peach.
Crown Peach Show.
Yes,
yeah.
I was like,
It's a mouthful, I know.
it's always exciting. This is the journey that comes along with the process of being pros or amateurs, or shout out to your show and to
Thank
yourself
you.
for pursuing this, and may blessings on to you and your show. But next for our show, for the Martinez Boxing Team, Alex Martinez Thunder. He just had his fight, and so now we're going on with Jose Hurricane Martinez. Yeah, so we're presently looking for a matchup or a venue for his upcoming fight day.
Perfect. So speaking of Jose Hurricane, where is he? Did he disappear?
Oh, he's right there.
So we're looking for a match for you,
Yes.
right? Okay, and when do you want that match to take place?
I wanted to get one before my birthday, which is April 26th.
Okay, you hear that? He's calling you guys all out. So if you want to go in the ring with the Hurricane,
That's right.
send them a message.
Are we calling all the big names yet, or no?
These hands are rated E for everyone.
Who are you hoping steps forward and says, I want to fight you?
I have a
Spill
lot of
it,
names.
mijo, spill it.
I have a lot of names. First and foremost, it's Mado Vargas. Then his brother Emiliano.
Okay.
And then taking names. Taking names and
I like that energy.
Yeah.
He's doing, not me. I'm not taking any names. I'm good. I don't want to break a nail. He's calling you guys out. That's exciting. So on that note, let's see. Tell me what is the positive and the negative of being a boxer.
The positive, man, a lot of people have a lot of how do you say it? I'm not saying I have anger issues, but like I have a lot of energy. I love to how do you say it? Let out my frustrations
in the ring.
in the
Okay, so
ring,
he got that big boxing energy, ladies. Okay.
Yeah, and that's the pros, and the cons, just the eating.
Eating, you have to eat certain foods.
Yeah, eat.
Is
clean,
Dad strict with that?
Very.
Very. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is a normal diet for you? Like wake up in the morning. What is it?
Usually, eggs, egg whites, oatmeal. We recently started adding steak, and then ground beef or lean.
Yeah, I mean, any kind of meat is good.
Yeah, I think he
the
tells
leaner
you
the
it's ground
better.
beef. Mijo, it's turkey.
Yeah, turkey. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
I thought
turkey. I'm
so.
sorry. Yeah, turkey.
What would you
and
rather have? Like chorizo, papas, burrito, beans?
All that, all the
Sorry.
good stuff, everything.
You know what? Recently, I think Jose's he loves sweets.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie, I do love sweets.
What's
Yeah,
your
or-
favorite sweet
Chocolate wise or in general?
in general?
I would say Kazoos. They're like
Kazoos.
Jolly Ranchers. They're like Jolly Ranchers. ish.
Yeah. Your face lit up when you talked
Yeah.
about that.
Every time I go in the pantry, I see
His stash.
I see the box of like I gotta monitor everything. I watch everything
Oh
that
my
happens. So yeah, but I don't know who did it. You know?
Yeah, they're not leaving a name behind.
Yeah, they magically disappeared.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now, is that the same diet for the whole family, or just Mr. Hurricane here?
Oh yeah.
That would be hard watching them eat like the
Same
food
thing.
you
It
want
does
to
get
eat.
it does get boring. You just try to mix it up. Like I remember my fourth fight, I ate nothing but eggs and egg whites, and I got so like tired of it where I just started mixing everything with it. I would use like basic ketchup, hot sauce, but I got to the point where I was like, oh, I'd add peanut butter to my eggs.
Shut up! I was literally
honey.
thinking that. I was thinking if you add peanut butter to that's bad. Pobrecito, like
I would
peanut
add.
butter is
some
actually
chorizo.
good.
Yeah, I would as long as it has protein, that's fine. I was like, I add peanut butter, and then it's kind of weird, but I added honey.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honey, yeah. I just didn't want to get like. I didn't want to be boring.
Well, that's the sacrifice.
Yeah, you needed some. That's a sacrifice for sure. So that's your con.
Yeah.
Do people ever find out you're a boxer and try to call you out, like when you're out at places? Maybe
like
someone's had too much to drink,
They'll be like, oh yeah, I can beat you. It's like, yeah, but I just let you say what you weren't gonna say, because I don't try to like how do you say it, pick fights, I just I'm always gonna try to control the situation, and
I think boxing actually does humble you in general. Like, we're not out there to try to prove a point. I mean, in the ring, yes, when you have an opponent, but the training and that comes along with it, it lets out your, like I said, frustration, your extra energy. And that's why we do. That's why they everybody is recommended. Like if a kid has a lot of energy, they don't know how to direct it. Any sport is good, but you know what? Boxing, will, you can release your frustration or energy there, so it's good.
Yeah, but it's all about the technique too, right? Because you can hurt yourself punching a bag. Not that I have, but I've heard that you can, your own strength, you can hurt your wrist or fingers. I have a bag hanging in my garage. I don't use it as much as I should, but I'm not really that frustrated, so I'm good.
Well, that's a great
I'm
point.
good right now.
That's a great point you did, because even like for the pros and all that, it's like when we hold like the circle bag, you could just hold it. I mean,
angles.
Yeah, the angles are very critical. Like I know, like you could just want to hit it with power, but I always tell them, make sure you look at the angle of it so you know where to turn it, because you got different. Your wrist can turn so many ways,
Yeah.
But you want to make sure you hit it properly so you don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, I heard or I read somewhere that throwing a punch and not connecting, you use more energy and more force. Is that correct?
Yeah,
so it's important to
overthrowing.
connect almost every time you can.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna burn yourself out, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of technique that goes behind the boxing. And today was actually a great workout. We actually, that the mitts are called focus mitts, right? So you focus on little details. Little details.
I think that hand-eye coordination has got to be super important, correct? And boys are better
Body,
at that.
everything comes into play in boxing. Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, thank you. I don't want to bother you. I know you're over there resting after your big workout. Thank you, babe.
Thank you,
Jose.
We're going to take a really quick break, okay? And during this break, I don't know if you're going to see Ryan take a punch or if you're going to see me learn some boxing moves, but stay with us. We'll be right back.
It's got some sauce on it. That's some heat. I'm sweating.
Yeah.
I'm sweating just holding this.
You're just standing there.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's do that. Woo! That was a shotgun blast. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm not taking that from my
Only wanna share with y'all like a bird of a bed for y'all. This to all my stepchildren in the
Who do you have with us today in your ring?
Well, we have a aspiring amateur fighter that we got blessed with here at our home gym. He's looking to go pro, and he's a natural kid. He's really strong and talented. He's moved from what was the state again? Missouri to California. So you know what? He came out here not knowing anybody, and you know what? He went to a boxing gym where he wanted to add to his boxing career, but he didn't find the attention that that he wanted there. So we got blessed to have him come here, you know. And like I said, even if we're blessed to have to add to his
Yeah.
profession. So whether he's here forever or not, you know what? Because I know he's gonna go pro, and you know we're just gonna be blessed to have you to have added to your arsenal. You know, so
How does that feel? Your trainer is saying you're gonna go pro already.
Feels good. I feel blessed. I feel blessed for it because I'm not really used to having somebody so passionate as him and like able to blacksmith me and sharpen me up like that. So yeah, they're kind of worried about me staying here. I'm sticking. I'm just gonna stay here. I'm going all the way with it.
Oh, you said it
Yeah.
on camera, baby.
Yeah.
We'll find you.
that's right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You can find him on Instagram. At his Instagram is
Red Feather _23.
Red Feather. Okay.
_ 23. You guys take it.
23.
Yeah, I seen this kid work from the day he came, and like he's naturally strong, and he's talented, and like we're just gonna add to his arsenal.
How did
So
you guys meet?
That's a good question. How did we actually meet?
Yeah. There's a microphone right there, baby. Grab that.
Oh yes, OfferUp. Actually, he
On
was
OfferUp.
yeah,
Okay.
OfferUp. He was buying. I had some gear for sale, and he came to buy stuff, and then he's like, "Oh man, you got a setup here." And I was like, "Yeah." And I told him, "Yeah, whenever you want to train." And sure enough, he came like I think like the next couple of days, and we just hit it
Wow.
off from right there.
Yeah, it's meant
That's
to be.
that was a blessing right there from God, like
I was thinking
intervention
that the other
there.
day. I was like, how
So did you buy boxing gear on
Yeah.
OfferUp from him?
Yes.
Wow.
Right.
And you're like, why does this kid want boxing gear? Let me see what he's
Yes,
got.
and that's good. That's a telltale of someone who's passionate
Yeah.
or believes in themselves.
Exactly.
That this is what he
Investing
wants
in
to do.
yourself.
Invest in yourself. Correct.
Look at that. Look what the investment got you.
Yeah,
the
man,
Martinez
I'm so
Boxing
excited.
Team.
I'm excited with the team that we have. You know, like I said, Raymond. We have Tyrone that's new. You know, he's a pro boxer.
Nice.
And so yeah, we're gonna be getting him a couple amateur shows.
Okay.
And then, you know, just get him ready.
Yeah, we'll stay tuned for that and we'll
Yeah.
definitely post it
Okay.
for sure. Who else do you have with you here in the training facility that
Yeah, we have
part of your
Ernie
team?
and EJ. It's a father and
Coming?
son team also.
Really? Coming
Yes.
into the
Yes.
It's nice meeting you.
nice meeting you
Thank you,
too.
bro.
honey. Hi.
Hello.
So you're both training.
They're both training the father and son team. The
That's
father's
awesome.
showing an example
Yeah.
to his son. You know, like, hey, you know what?
Leading by example.
Yeah.
Now, do you like it? Do you like following in Dad's footsteps? Yes. Fun. Do you guys ever spar against each other?
Well, today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Give it like what, 4 years, huh? And he'll be like the same size as you.
I wouldn't even dare messing with him in 4 years.
No.
No, he's on the right path right
Hold
now.
it.
That's good.
Meeting the Martinez family,
Give the mic right here, Dad.
just been a blessing. Give him the opportunity. He's been training with all these pros
Yeah.
in this ring, and he's improved. It's only been 2 months, and he's.
Wow.
I feel he's ready for some sparring and then maybe some amateur tournaments.
That's exciting. How old are you, Mijo?
I'm 13, about to be 14 in a month.
13. Yeah, I was about to say. I see that little peach fuzz right there.
Yeah.
He's
And
he's
his
13
weight
or
is
14.
like 100 and
I weigh 112.
112. Okay.
Yeah.
I weighed that in high school. Yeah, long ways back. What about you? Do you do any amateur fighting or professional
No,
or
I
just
don't.
training?
I'm just here to support my son.
That's nice.
It was always an ambition or a passion of mine to box
Yeah.
when I was younger, but I never really pursued it. Meeting the Martinez family is just a blessing. So I was bringing him. Obviously, he's like stepping up, and you know he's living my dream.
Yeah.
So now that I'm bringing him, I said, you know what? I might as well get in there with him. I'm spending too much time in here. You know, so
Smart.
I said, you know what, let me get in here and work with him, learn also. So it's
That makes the difference because
it
look
is.
at you had the dream when you were younger, but you probably didn't have the same support your son has now.
exactly.
That's
Exactly.
beautiful. How did you guys meet, Martinez family?
I met them through a friend, a photographer did a photo shoot with them, and then I seen the videos and the photos, and I was like, you know what, I want to go there.
Yeah.
And you know, it was perfect. Just not that we were scared, but going to a gym, you know, walking in
It's
for the first
intimidating.
time, it is intimidating.
Yeah.
It's a good word to use, and it's like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
I met him at a car show one time, and I was like, can you ask him how much, and if we could take my son, and then he gave us a good time, and we came over and we looked at the setup they have.
Right?
And we just fell in
It
love
has
with
the home feeling,
Exactly.
but super professional.
Exactly.
You know, so it's comfortable,
and then
nothing
the
intimidating.
intimate, you know, the one-on-ones, the
Yeah.
boys that are training him, spending the time with him, it's beautiful. It's a blessing.
It sounds like a really cool experience. Do you talk to your friends about it at school?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, do you? Like, look who I'm training with, right?
Yeah.
How do they take it? Are they
take
happy
it
for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're very supportive friends.
That's good.
Yes.
Hold on to those ones, Mijo, because they're
Hopefully
rare.
Hopefully there's no bullies over there.
Yeah,
No,
and if they
I
are, just tell Auntie Chris what what
Yeah.
class they're in.
That's
I'm
right.
the size of a kid, so
Tia
they wouldn't
Chris,
notice me.
Crown Peak Show.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you guys so much for talking with us.
Thank you.
Where can people follow you guys and watch his path?
Years ago.
My Instagram is EJ_Moran13.
Nice.
My Instagram is 65vert.
Okay, perfect. You guys got that. Make sure to follow him and see where he goes with
That's
the
right.
Martinez Boxing
That's right.
Team. Who else do you have here in the ring to talk to?
As of right now, we have a female fighter. She's actually brown beret. Today she wasn't able to make it because she went on she had a hiking with her team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is her team too. This is her boxing team, but
Oh, she's got multiple teams, huh?
yeah, and she's out there with the community.
That's nice.
So yeah, she's a mother of two, and she's
So she definitely has some fight in her.
yeah, she is. You know what? She's tiny for her.
Little.
She's little, but
Was
you
that
know what?
chiquita pero picosa?
Right?
Yes.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's a really good fighter. She has a lot of heart, and she loves her
That's
her
great.
brown pride.
Do you know her
culture.
Instagram so we can share it to follow? If not, we can probably follow.
Concrete. You guys know
Concrete Jungle?
Jungle. Yeah.
A great
Concrete
name,
Jungle.
Concrete
Yeah,
Jungle
look her
on
up. She's
Instagram.
yeah.
Damn it.
Okay. That's
Only wanna share with y'all like a bird, have a bear for y'all. This to all my stepchildren and the
And we're back with Pops Martinez here at the Martinez Boxing Ring. So, who decides the fights? Do you audition people that are going to fight your boxers?
Well, there's a thing called Box Rec that's nationwide. You know, it's you basically look up fighters right there, their records. It's everything about them. You know, so you have their height, their weight, who they fought in their careers. And in this case, yeah, like a manager's got to call up a matchmaker and or a promoter and be like, you know what, yeah, our boy's ready to fight. You know, can you find us a good matchup? You know, and then usually they'll send you a couple of fighters that are in their ranks or compatible.
Kind of like the same matchup, right?
Correct.
Is that the same process for sparring?
Yeah, sparring. I mean, yeah, a good coach should, you know, always take care of their fighters. I mean, you don't want to just throw them in with a big guy, you know, or a smaller guy, you know, because yeah, like I said, boxing is dangerous. You know, people get hurt even in sparring, you know, with the headgear and all that. You can
Yeah.
still get, you know, concussions and knockouts and stuff.
During
you know?
your time of boxing, did you suffer any injuries during boxing?
I've never had no like broken bones or anything like that. I had, you know, the sparring, like I said, I think was sparring in general in the training is probably harder than the actual fight. You know?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, but yeah.
Why
Well-
is that? Do you think because the other person comes to prove something, or what do you think that is?
Yeah, because I mean, like, yeah, like, you know, sometimes they say, oh, we're gonna do light sparring. You know, the light sparring never really happens. I mean, if you try to do light sparring, it doesn't really work. You know.
Yeah, I don't understand how that would work.
Yeah,
Like throw
I
a
mean-
soft punch. We can't throw a soft chancla. Like if we throw it, we throw
right?
it.
Yeah,
you know
you're
what I
throwing
mean?
a punch. So,
Yeah.
so that's kind of like a red flag for us. Like, oh, we're gonna do light sparring, you know. So it's like, no,
Kinda
we're
means the
coming here to
opposite, huh?
work, or vice versa. Like, you know,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't do that for anybody. I mean, yeah, we try to match up the fighters accordingly. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so and you know, well, let's work decently, and we as coaches, you know, we're all watching, you know, every punch, and you know, trying to see, you know,
So
ways to
you're the
improve.
coach, you're the corner man as well, correct?
Yes.
What other hats in the Martinez boxing do you wear? All of them, manager, everything?
Yeah, I do it all. It's a lot of work. Like I said, it's a lot of work that goes behind the corner. You know, like
Yeah.
I said, we're not where we would love to be at in our professional careers. You know, eventually when we do break that boundary where we hit the big money or the big, we're able to hire on, a full-time staff, there's a lot of moving parts
Yeah,
that go along with
I
that,
can tell just
from the
sitting
diet
here.
too.
Yes, exactly. Like
Yeah.
you're the dietitian too, the nutritionist,
Yes.
you're the trainer, the coach, the everything.
Yeah.
What hat does your wife wear for Team Martinez?
In the amateurs, she was always like, she actually got involved with the USA Boxing, the commission, not the commission, the USA Boxing. Since we're always there, instead of her just being, I say like a spectator.
Yeah.
She always wants to be hands-on, which is good. It kind of helped out. And she's very friendly. She likes to talk with everybody and.
Is
get
she
involved.
also the behind-the-scenes nurse?
The nurse. Well, good thing we have never got injured,
Yeah.
to that extent. But yeah, I mean, she's very observant of everything,
That's good. What about your daughter? Does she help out at all with the team?
She's just a supporter.
Yeah.
I would like her to get more involved.
In what way? We're talking to you, Mija.
I know, right?
In what way would you like her to be more involved?
That's a good question, but no, just it's support in general from she supports, but and you know what? No, I gotta take that back. She does help, because we do have grandkids, so she does help watch the
She's
babies.
the behind the scenes. Yeah,
so that's
important.
I apologize.
That's important. Shout out to my mom.
Yeah, right.
She's
We
with my
forget about the
grandbabies right
little-
now.
Yeah.
It's true though, because it takes a village for
Correct.
a family, and it also takes a village to run a business or a company. Do you know what I
Yes.
mean? And a team.
Correct.
So yeah, you're off the hook, honey.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good.
You got an on-air
I was
apology.
trying to find something to stick her with.
Ooh.
That's fine.
That's cool though. But it's fun to have family involved. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
brings more personalization to it. There's more
Yeah.
invested.
And I think that's what draws a lot of attention to our team.
Yeah.
It's always been the family, And
So
now-
if there was no boxing, what do you think the Martinez family would be doing?
Man, that's a great. In general, if there was no boxing,
Yeah. If
Man.
there was no boxing.
I don't know, to tell you the truth. I don't see myself. I wouldn't probably be here for general. Boxing probably saved my life
Yeah.
in general and has helped this family grow to where it's at right now.
I heard there was a little bit of acting, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes, you
we've
guys
done
were-
a little bit of background. It's background acting, but it was fun.
But
On
it's still Sam's Cry, correct? You guys were in that as well?
Sam's Cry.
And what
yes.
else? Was there anything else?
The Mayans. We've
Yes.
been on the Mayans. The boys and myself have been on the Mayan show.
So maybe that's in the future. I
yeah.
think so.
I think everything has been growing. The entertainment. Like I said, we're in boxing, but we never knew that it would bring entertainment.
Yeah. They go hand in hand sometimes,
Yeah, you always want to be in the limelight. So if any pro boxers or amateurs, you got to be involved. You got to have a social media.
Yeah. Speaking of social media, if you want to see a completely different side of the Martinez family, you need to follow them on TikTok.
Oh, TikTok,
There are some
man.
very funny videos I was watching last night.
And that's TikTok is probably so crazy. It's that goes worldwide.
Yeah, it is.
I remember I did a video, and that thing went overnight, millions
Just
of views.
blew up, right?
Yes. I mean, but that was so not cool.
That's exciting. We're going to bring Alex over and talk to him, get a couple questions from Alex Jr. So I asked your brother the same question.
Okay.
I want to know what your pros and cons are of boxing.
Pros and cons.
Yeah.
To be honest, I mean, there's nothing really. For me, I'm more of a homebody too. Pros, the working out, conditioning, staying fit, staying healthy. Cons, nothing really about cons, to be honest. I mean, in general, I just love the sport of boxing.
Yeah.
I think it's the main thing. Whatever anybody loves doing, you got to do it with passion.
That's for sure. But is there ever an issue between you and your dad?
An issue?
Yeah,
I mean,
because
there's
not only is he
times-
your dad, he's your manager, he's a cornerback
You
trainer.
didn't warn me about
I
this
did not
question.
warn you.
Dang it.
Maybe there's times too, whenever we're training, we do bump heads.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's we're trying to show improvement though too. That can be for any father figures out there too.
Yeah.
They just want to see their son or whatever how it is. They want to see him improve. Obviously he's trying to take care of us and look out for us.
Yes.
So he's just gonna be a good dad and be a good coach and then do what he can do to make us a better person
Perfect.
too.
So I'll send you the clip of him saying that, okay?
Yeah, right.
That way when he gets mad at you, you'll be
that's what you
like,
said.
what happened, mijo? You said.
No, yeah, no, it's true. Like, we're not perfect.
No,
you know?
exactly.
You know, we're always. I'm never gonna have hate for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I mean, there is times where like I'm pissed. You know, or like there's times I want to just beat his ass in here.
Yeah.
You know.
The hell?
There's times he's like,
no,
Dad,
yeah.
I need to train with
Yeah,
you.
like
Yeah.
there's mistakes.
Put on the gloves.
There's always mistakes though. You know,
Yeah.
and thinking everybody. You know, we're doing mitts, or forget the combos, or you doing something. I'm gonna jam his finger, or I'm gonna do something wrong. You know, so.
Yeah.
It all comes into play.
Yeah.
It really does. But at the end of the day, it's all about love
And you know that like parents are not perfect. You know what I mean?
Oh,
We make
yeah.
mistakes all the time. So
I'm perfect.
as a coach, I saw that from a mile away.
Yeah.
As a coach, you're gonna make mistakes too. As
Correct.
a trainer, you know what I mean? We're human.
Yes.
We make mistakes.
And I think in general in life for everybody, we all make mistakes.
Yeah,
You know, like I said, no
exactly.
one's perfect. You know,
So after a win, what does the celebration look like after a win?
after a win.
Yeah.
Ah man, after a win we go out big. We go celebrate. You know, for a victory, for all the hard work. You know that we put in, the team puts in. You
Yeah.
know, so it takes a team, a village. I'm gonna celebrate with everybody. You know, it's not just me too, but with everyone that supported me since day one and just being there.
Do you have a favorite spot to celebrate at?
I'll eat anywhere, but I like pizza. I really do like Frantone's, but it's only the OG though.
So that's
down
why you
here.
and Biggie are friends,
Yeah.
because Biggie loves him some pizza for sure.
Frantone's is a good one. Oh, it's that OG spot right there in Downey.
Okay.
That's the good spot.
We'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I know, but sadly they are closing out of business.
Oh no.
I don't know how long they've been.
Yeah, they've
But
been
they're
for
closing?
like
They're closing.
35
Yeah.
years.
Dang it. Well, maybe we can help them or
I
something.
know,
I
huh?
don't know. Help them find a new spot or something.
For there'll be times we gotta see. Takes a team to find a good spot.
Everything takes a team.
Yeah, it does.
It makes a difference. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
big time, of
We can
course.
have a great idea, but not have the support behind you, so
True.
you don't go anywhere.
Correct.
So on the flip side of that, when you suffer a loss, what does the day after look like for you?
Yeah, after even after a loss too, we go
We
out,
still
we still celebrate.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it.
Yeah.
You know,
This
so
is true.
we win as a team, we're gonna lose as a team.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just one person. Yeah, obviously it's one person in the ring. You know, but I have all my supporters out there that they're still gonna support me even though after a loss. But even those
Well,
ones
not
that
everybody,
even
but-
though the ones that don't, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's-
We
you
gotta
guys-
we learn to expect
yeah,
that, you know,
we
as
do.
a
Well, that's how you shut out the weak.
Correct.
You know what I mean? They
Yep.
take themselves out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
They're like, he lost, we'll move on.
Oh yeah.
But then
Yeah.
come back again. I'm
They're
gonna
there.
hop on a winning streak. So you're gonna leave.
It's very
after a
important
loss.
to remember
Of
those
course.
people that fall off when you're down.
Yep.
yeah.
You know.
But we gotta expect it too, you know.
Oh,
it
yeah,
it
of
is a
course.
sport, so I guess they just become fans or just a fan of the sport, and not just in general. Like I said, like maybe they don't hate you or whatever. They just like I said, they become fans, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, people are there when you're winning. They should be there.
I
you know,
imagine
when
that's
you're
got to be
losing,
hard
too.
for you guys, you know, finding out like who are the real supporters,
Yeah,
the real people
true.
that turn into friends and family, and who are just the fans, you know what I mean? Or who just want to ride your coattails because
Yeah.
you're shining right now.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's got to be hard
You'll
for you
see-
guys
you'll-
too, right?
You know who they are.
Yeah, perfect example. You know, we have Mighty Mo here in the background. He's a heavyweight. You know, he's known worldwide. You know, he's a heavyweight fighter. He's been to the top. You know, he's
Yeah.
won the championship
Yes,
belt.
please come over and say hi.
You know,
Come over and say hi. Yes, I'm positive.
Well,
You don't
that
need
was
any
a great,
warning.
That's a great question about the
Yeah, the fakes, you know what I mean? The real people that
The
are stand
real.
by your side. I'm sure you've experienced that, correct?
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you spot them? Or do you not know who they are until they show their true colors?
You just gotta use your strength because the reason you became a fighter is to provide and follow your dream at the same time. But you gotta keep that same mentality when you get knocked down.
Yeah.
From people outside the ring.
Yeah, and it sounds like your team has to keep that same mentality. Like if you get knocked down, you still have to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Your team still, you want your team to still be there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I know, I'm so sorry. We're like, stop working out. Come talk to us. It's so nice.
Oh, yeah.
That is Mighty Mo.
Make
Yes, for
yeah.
sure.
Make sure to look him up on YouTube, man. This
Yes.
guy's a beast.
We watched some of the videos here. And
Right.
that saying, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, it started with this guy.
New highlight coming up.
Yeah, he's
New highlights
we're looking
coming
for
up.
a fight for him too. So,
Okay, you hear
but he's
that?
gonna be on the. What's the name of that show you're gonna be on?
Oh, the Combat League. Look out for the Combat League coming to the nearest.
Combat League.
Yeah, it's the new league coming out. This should kick off anytime.
Now, is that
soon.
boxing or kickboxing or MMA?
Boxing.
Okay, boxing.
Yeah.
Straight
It's like
hands,
it's like
straight
the
hands.
contender.
Because I
shows
watched a
that
couple
came out.
videos where you took kick to the face.
Yeah.
That was, what were you doing? Was that
That was
kickboxing?
kickboxing. Yeah, that was kickboxing.
It's okay. He took the kick and then he came back with a solid punch and knocked the guy out.
Yeah.
See,
Amazing.
What people got to realize, I started off as a boxer, and then that was like my pro fight was my debut.
Yeah.
In kickboxing, period.
Do you want to go back to kickboxing and do it again? Maybe some MMA?
Oh yeah, if the money's right, you know.
That's money
Yeah.
talks.
Money talks.
When
Money
you're
talks.
when you're putting your body out there, money talks. You know what I mean?
Almost definitely.
Not to you, Susias. I'm talking about entertainment. No,
Yep.
that's the wrong one too. I'm talking about sport, ladies. Okay?
Sports.
We don't want to send the wrong
We're the
message.
ones that putting out the show for everybody out there, you know?
Yes,
Yeah.
and they keep their shorts on, ladies.
Yeah.
So just watch that show better.
Yeah. Wins or losses, yeah, like
You celebrate
always
them
gotta
all.
Celebrate, yeah. Go back to the drawing board.
Yep.
You know,
Exactly.
there's always a game plan for every fight. You know, like I said,
Every
Now,
fight,
how
every
is-
fight's different.
Yeah.
You know?
How is there any blaming going on, or is there any one of you guys carrying the weight of that loss more than the other? Pops, do you blame yourself sometimes?
you know, yeah, you know, win or loss. I mean, like, yeah, if we win, it's like, okay, well, we trained, we did, you know, we executed the game plan. Yeah, you know, like, you know, the losses. Yeah, like I take the loss for. I mean, the fighter's the ultimate, but he goes in with the game plan.
Yeah.
Prior to the fight. So yeah, like this last fight, I mean, yeah, I take the loss. I take the
Was
the
it your game plan?
responsibility.
Was it your game
Yeah,
plan?
my game plan, you know, and the reason why is because, you know, every fighter is different, you know, like Alex is a different fighter than Jose, you know, or like Raymond, you know, or you know, EJ or Tyrone, you know, like they all have different attributes that as a trainer you got to take in consideration, and that's why I say styles makes fights, you know,
Yep.
because we got to plan for that particular fighter, you know.
So you match up the same style with your opponent.
Yeah, I mean, we try to match up, you know, you try to match up, you know, the style of fight plan for that opponent. Yeah, correct.
It's like you gotta do your homework and do all your research too.
That's important, yeah. That's how I found out about your TikTok. I was doing my homework last night. I was dying. I was like, what the hell? But that's what I love about social media and meeting people in person is you get to see a different side of them. Do you know what I mean?
What'd you think about before you met us, or in general?
Well, I
That's what
learned.
my question
I learned
to the
about.
world.
Oh, nice, putting me on the hot seat.
Yeah, I'm putting her
Well,
on.
I
We're
learned
interviewing her
about. I learned about you guys through NDEP.
Okay.
Okay.
And he told me you had a fight coming up, and I was like, oh my gosh, cool. Like, let me check them out. And then I just honestly, I grew up without a family, so seeing you guys on social media, whether it's real or fake, you know what I mean? We said sometimes like you think people think you have the perfect family. And I know for sure, living in a house full of boys, you all want to be the alpha male. So there's going to be some testosterone thrown around. But when I saw your guys' social media and what you're doing, and I seen you out at events, I fell in love with you guys because, like I said, I didn't grow up with a family, and you guys are so tight and so close. And you and your wife were young parents, you know? So it's like, I get that. I see that and I get that. And that's why there's a little note in a goodie bag for you that says Team Peach is always going to be
Thank
Team
you.
Martinez.
Much love, much love. I appreciate
It's
that.
family, you know, and who doesn't love family?
Oh, of course.
Okay, well, I don't want to mess up my makeup or anything before my boxing
Once you
match.
cry, once you cry, once
No,
you
I was
cry.
trying to make you cry.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to make Alex cry. Don't
And I'm already holding it back. I'm holding it back.
fanning us,
Oh.
right? Well, thank you guys so much for making time to talk with us
No, of
and
course.
sit with us. And I'm excited to get in the ring and learn some moves from you.
There you go.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys
We'll
for
be
showing
back
love.
after your next fight. We'd love to come back and interview you again.
Most
or
definitely.
after Jose's fight, whoever. Or if you and the honey get in the ring, I'm here for that.
Yeah, the honey's ready to come out here too. Whether she wants a fight or interview, she's ready to rock and roll. So
Okay,
it's up to you.
good. We want her out here. We want to meet the queen
Yeah,
bee.
the queen. Yeah, I call her Honey Bee.
Honey bee?
Yeah, well, her name's Veronica, but
Yeah.
instead of Honey Bee, I call her Honey Bee.
Honey bee, that's
Yeah.
cute. Yeah, we want to meet the real boss next time.
Yeah, she's the boss. Yeah.
For
Lady
everyone,
boss.
say she.
Lady boss.
The boss for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, this has been the Crown Peach Though special edition with the Martinez Boxing family. Be sure to give us a like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you want to match up with any one of the Martinez boys, hit them up on their Instagram. Where can they follow you?
Martinez Boxing Team 1, and then we have a backup page, Martinez Boxing Team.
That's right. So if you want to fight or you want to get to know them or have them on your show, send them a message. And if you send me a message or a DM or an email, don't only keep it clean, but keep it simple, sexy. Kiss it. Turn my punch.
Turn your, there you go. That's
1, 2. Again. Boom.
One here.
Boom. Again.
2.
No, 1, 2. Again. Boom. Turn it. Boom. Again.
I'm ready to eat.
Double grab.
We're not done yet. Until the outrage.
Again.
I already lost that.
There you go.
Okay.
Good job.
Oh, I missed it again. Here.
Yep. And then come back with a 2. Again.
Got it.
There you go.
That's how we do. Return to the noise is how we do. How we do. You know it's how we do. It goes, kick off your shoes, relax your feet. Keep your iceberg, step down, bring the heat. Classes in session, everybody take a seat.